Okay, we're getting down to the point now where it's time to make our wagers. We're going to take a look at my father's bets, and he's going to lay out how he comes up with his numbers, and we'll go from there. Lower that seat. There you go.
Hi, I'm playing a $72 super. It's going to cost me $72 for a dollar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I Want Revenge, Dunkirk, and Freezing Fire in the first slot. The same three in the second slot. And in the third slot, I'm going to put West Side Bernie, Musket Man, Papa Clem, and Hold Me Back. And in the fourth slot, those same four horses, West Side Bernie, Musket Man, Papa Clem, and Hold Me Back. Now on a trifecta, it's going to cost me $24 for a dollar. I Want Revenge, Dunkirk, Freezing Fire in the first two slots, and those four horses in the third hole. West Side Bernie, Musket Man, Papa Clem, Hold Me Back. Now if you want full tickets, it's going to just double everything. Now how I come up with these horses, my little system is this. I take all the horses that are in the Derby and the horses that have beat the horses that are in the Derby. I give them a point for that. And I take their last two speed figures and I add those two up, and then I add up the points that they got for beating the other horses, and I come up with a number. Well, I Want Revenge is way ahead of everybody. He's like 224. And Dunkirk is like 208, and Freezing Fire is like 205, and the rest of them are right around 200, the other four. Now there's a couple horses that I'm scared of, and I'm leaving them out, but like Pioneer of the Now, you know, he might get on the ticket, but he's got some slow speed figures, so I'm going to leave him out. But that's the way I've handicapped this race, and we'll see what happens. Good luck to everybody.
Hello, I'm here for the Derby 09 picks. I'm the other track buddy of JD and his dad. Basically, I've broke down the race this way. I got a fast and a wet breakdown of the race because there may be some rain on Saturday. First of all, on the fast, my number one horse I like would be I Want Revenge, the 13. Number two, it would be Dunkirk, the 15. The third horse I like is Chocolate Candy, the 11. I think that horse is coming into it. I like Jerry Hollendorfer. I think this is the best chance he has to finish in the top three in the Derby. The fourth horse I have Freezing Fire, and the fifth horse I have Regal Ransom, who I think kind of scares me that horse may get a lead out there with Alan Garcia, and he may be hard to run down, similar to like he did in Dubai. Now, wet. If it comes up wet on Saturday, I switch it around a little bit. Basically the same five horses, different order. I like Freezing Fire. I think he moves up a lot on the wet as he did at the fairgrounds. I think he builds off that. He's out of Seattle Slough on the sire side, and the Dams is out of Tahare, so he has plenty of wet pedigree for that. I like Dunkirk. I believe that he will also like the mud, especially with his basically good, strong middle move. I like I Want Revenge. And I like Regal Ransom, again, alone on the lead, and Chocolate Candy again. Chocolate Candy has some pedigree. So basically, here's what I would do. On the fast superfecta, I have the 13 over the 6, 10, 11, 15, and then I put that 6, 10, 11, 15 over the 13 with those other four horses in the back. Basically, it's, again, to repeat, I Want Revenge with Freezing Fire, Regal Ransom, Chocolate Candy, and Dunkirk. And that was going to be on the fast, so I put them on top. Put both of those on top, and then on the wet, I would have Freezing Fire as the winner, Regal Ransom, Chocolate Candy, I Want Revenge, and Dunkirk. And again, I do the same thing. Dollar Super, put the 6 on top of those four on top of the 6, and then sprinkle them about with the rest of the superfecta. That's it for me. Good luck. Good racing.
All right, I got some Derby picks for you here. I used the daily racing form to throw out about half the horses in this race that shouldn't be here in the first place, and you'll probably never hear from them again. That said, as far as the winners, I place a lot of emphasis on who looks the best this week, best works, visually who's the best, and pick my winners from that. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to pick one winner, and that's going to be Freezing Fire. Louisiana horse, that's a little bit iffy. I'm hoping he's not bet way down, that he's a second favorite or something, but a lot of people are talking about him. I think the style he runs and the bullet he has puts him on top for me. I Want Revenge is an obvious pick. He's looking great, he's training great. He could easily win this race. I'm betting against him because he's going to be the favorite, I think. And after that, for betting purposes, I got about 7 horses that I think could finish in 3rd or 4th. So I'm not eliminating a lot, but I'll give you a super that's Frisian Fire on top of Frisian Fire and I Want Revenge. And then on top of Musket Man, Hold Me Back, Papa Clem, Regal Ransom, General Quarters, Desert Party, and Dunkirk in 3rd and 4th. And that'll cost you about $42 to make that super bet for $1. Of those horses I named in 3rd and 4th, I think Hold Me Back, he's starting to be kind of a wise guy horse. People are looking at him a lot, but I think he's the best of the closers. So he could easily, his last race, he managed to close on synthetic with slow fractions, and he still managed to close on all these horses. So like that horse a lot. Papa Clem had a great blowout, so he's in there. And the rest of the horses kind of speak for themselves. So that's my bet. Frisian Fire on top of I Want Revenge on top of 7 other horses. Good luck. Thanks.